Have you ever felt like you're holding someone else's life together with your bare hands? Like if you let go, everything for that person might just fall apart. Hi, friends, I'm Pastor Rick. And if that sounds a little bit like your life, this story might be for you. It comes from a fable called The Bridge by Edwin Friedman, written back in 1990. Let me tell you a shortened version of it. A man had worked hard to figure out his life. He had failed, tried again, and finally saw a clear path forward. One day, he set out on a journey toward the life he'd been wanting. His heart was full of hope. As he crossed a high bridge over a river, he saw another man walking toward him. The stranger had a long rope wrapped around his waist. When they met in the middle of the bridge, the stranger said, "Would you mind holding the end of this rope for me?" The man said, "Sure," and he took the rope in his hands. The stranger said, "Two hands now and hold tight." And before the man could think, this stranger jumped off the side of the bridge. The rope snapped tight, and the man was almost pulled over the edge, but right at the last minute, he was able to grab the rail and hold on. "What are you doing?" he yelled. The stranger called back, "Just hold tight. If you let go, I'm lost. Remember, I'm your responsibility." The man tried to pull the stranger up, but he couldn't. The weight was just too much. He looked for a place to tie the rope, but there was none. "Help me help you," the man shouted to the stranger. "If you wrap the rope around yourself so it's shorter, it'll make it easier for me to pull up." But the stranger said, "No, you must do it all. I am your responsibility, remember?" "Can't you do something to help yourself?" the man asked. "I'm really getting tired." The stranger said, "Don't you love me?" Time passed, and no one came, and the man felt torn inside. At last, he said, "Look, I can't hold you forever. I can't choose your life for you. I can only choose mine. I will hold the rope steady so you can climb up, but I will not carry all of this weight for you. If you won't help, then I'm letting go." "You can't," shouted the stranger. "I'll die. I'm your responsibility." And the pull on the rope never changed. Finally, the man said, "I accept your choice," and he let go of the rope. Now, this story helps us recognize, I think, a couple of important points. First, helping people is good and right, especially when they truly cannot help themselves. That's the heart of Christ. But second, real help invites the other person to do their part. See, Jesus always welcomed people who wanted help. He believed in them, he forgave them, and he called them to change. Staying in the same destructive pattern was never the goal, but change was always up to the individual. Jesus often said, "Come, follow me," but he never carried anyone who seemed uninterested in pursuing a new life. The Bible says, "Carry each other's burdens," but it also says each one should carry their own load. Both are true. We need each other, but each person is still responsible for their own choices. And here's the hard truth: you cannot beat an addiction for your child. You cannot stop looking at bad pictures online for your spouse. You cannot heal for someone who won't face their trauma. You can love them. You can tell the truth. You can pray and listen and walk beside them, but you can't be responsible for them. You can be responsible to them, but not responsible for them. And remember, niceness is not the same as kindness. Letting someone keep harming themselves is not kindness. Love tells the truth. Love sets wise limits. Love says, "I will stand with you, but I will not jump off the bridge with you." And remember this: you are also God's child. Your healing, your growth, your walk with Jesus, it matters too. Just some thoughts. Take care.